In recent months, numerous news articles have been published about meteors that could impact Earth in the near future. One of these cases was the asteroid 2024 YR4, detected for the first time on December 27, 2024, using the Atlas telescope in Chile. At first, it did not raise much concern, but as days went by, it managed to capture the attention of the scientific community and the public due to a supposed risk of impact with Earth on December 22, 2032. According to preliminary calculations, the estimated impact areas were South America or Southern Asia. In mid-February 2025, NASA raised the collision probability to 2.6%, causing alarm among scientists and the public. However, as more detailed studies were conducted, this probability gradually decreased, first to 1.6% and subsequently, after the observations made on February 19th and 20th, it was reduced to 0.28%. Finally, NASA confirmed that the asteroid no longer posed a threat to Earth, classifying it at level 0 on the Torino scale, which implies an almost zero probability of impact. This announcement raises some questions about the reasons behind such an alarmist initial communication from NASA. Social media was flooded with alarming messages about the supposed impact of the meteorite. However, it should be noted that technically 2024 YR4 would not have been a meteorite, as this term is used when an asteroid passes through the Earth's atmosphere and reaches the surface. Amid the controversy, postdoctoral researcher Oscar Fuentes Munoz from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory explained that, although 2024 YR4 measures between 40 and 90 meters, its potential impact would not pose a significant risk to humanity. And he added that, throughout history, there have been at least 11 asteroid impacts of similar size, which only caused bright flashes in the sky and were recovered as meteorites, without serious consequences. Additionally, it is estimated that in the year 2032, when the asteroid is closest to Earth, it will move at a speed of approximately 14 kilometers per second, making it observable from ground-based telescopes. According to NASA data, 2024 YR4 is no longer visible from Earth and will not be observed again until the year 2028. It's not the first time humanity has faced alarms related to possible meteorite impacts. A notable case occurred in June 2004, when the asteroid 99,942, known as Apophis, was discovered from the Kitt Peak National Observatory in Arizona, United States. This asteroid was named in honor of the Egyptian god of darkness and chaos, nicknamed the Destroyer, who resides in the underworld. Initial calculations indicated that Apophis could approach Earth in April 2029, with a significant risk of impact. On the Torino scale, it reached a level 4, and on the Palermo scale, a 1.10, the highest values ever assigned to an asteroid. It was considered potentially the most dangerous, with the capacity to cause millions of deaths. Additionally, possible impact points were identified, such as Russia and Venezuela. However, after studying its orbit with greater precision, although a certain risk for 2036 was initially maintained, it was also subsequently ruled out. Currently, calculations show that there is no risk of impact for at least the next 100 years. At the time, newspaper headlines fueled collective fear with phrases like, "Panic in science," "The asteroid of the end of the world is approaching Earth and NASA is preparing for the worst." These alarmist news stories circulated for months, until, finally, the asteroid was downplayed. Once again, unnecessary fear was generated among the population. Why was such an alarmist news spread without being confirmed? In case anyone is interested, according to current calculations, Apophis will be visible to the naked eye in April 2029 from Europe, Africa, and Western Asia. But if we talk about asteroids or meteorites, we can't fail to mention the well-known Spanish writer J.J. Benítez. who in 2018 published the book Gog that, according to the author, this is the book he never would have wished to write. However, not only did he carry it out, but he also revealed shocking details about its content in various interviews, reigniting interest in this topic. In Gog, Benítez talks about certain information, provided by an unknown source, regarding a supposed catastrophic meteorite impact on August 29, 2027. According to his account, this event would cause the death of 1.2 billion people in just 48 hours. The asteroid, 28 kilometers long, would collide in the Caribbean, causing the disappearance of several regions of the planet, including Spain. The impact in the Atlantic would generate a movement of magma that would trigger a widespread volcanic eruption, darkening the sky for approximately 8 or 9 years. The consequences would be devastating for agriculture and livestock, causing extreme hunger. According to Benítez, this scenario would entail the disappearance of communications, electricity, governments, and law enforcement. Global temperatures could drop to 20 degrees below zero, plunging the world into total chaos. The author also recounts conversations he had with military personnel, especially Americans, about the possibility of diverting or destroying the meteorite. According to his testimony, the military assured that it would be possible, but it was not of interest. They considered that a reduction in the population was necessary. J.J. Benítez concludes by expressing that he hopes his prediction is incorrect and that this catastrophic event does not come to pass. The big question is, why are we constantly bombarded with fear messages from all fronts? What do those who control the world fear? Perhaps they feel threatened because more and more people are starting to uncover their strategies and manipulation behind the scenes. When we focus on the dangers that surround us, we attract them and end up creating that reality. If someone firmly believes in a global catastrophe, they emit those thoughts to others and influence them. Together, that collective fear will materialize elsewhere in the world as a flood, an earthquake, or another type of disaster. What the true owners of the world fear the most is that people will realize who and how pull the strings behind the curtain. Every day, more people seek the truth and begin to question the narratives imposed on them. The way to resist this bombardment of fear is easy. We just have to go with the flow, enjoy life, and focus on being happy. Because choosing to be happy is the best weapon against fear.